Hello, welcome to the 16th episode of Noah's Nonsense. I'm your host, Noah Bratz. Today's date is April 17, 2020, which means Favorite Friday. For the locals, the temperature is 38 degrees Fahrenheit and 3 degrees Celsius at the time of this recording, 10 p.m. Once again, thanks to Uncle Google. I'm still wearing Christmas socks, obviously a different pair. I really do need to do laundry, and that'll be done one of these days. These socks are black and red at the toes, heels, and the top of the sock. It has a mistletoe, multiple mistletoes actually, and it says Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, excuse me. How punny is that? So daily development. So I've spring cleaning. My mother said I should, or am doing, commanded me to clean my room before the coronavirus ends. And I said, yeah, and then it's good for your mental health too and stuff, and makes your life a lot easier when you know where stuff is. So yeah, I'm cleaning my room. I cleaned off both of my desks. I have one that was built into the wall when I moved in here, and then I also had a desk from my grandfather, same one, Grandpa Greg, that I got, and that's where I have my low end laptop, and I do have another screen that has the recording software on it, and then I have my laptop, which I can see a lot more easier instead of having to hold my phone for the bulleted list that I'm doing from now on. And I'm done with scripts. That is just out the window. The second story window. High, low, low, high. Throw it out the window. That will be a story for another day. Because I care. Happy birthday to Bryn Vandenheuvel. Today she is 16, has her temps, but no license, obviously, then. And sadly, due to the coronavirus, a lot of people couldn't get their license on their birthday in these times. Kyle Nemitz, really sorry about that one, lad. But, there's not much we can do, so stay safe, stay at home, that kind of thing. Take care in that regard, I mean. Oh, you gotta talk into here, remember? But not touching? Okay, talk now.
I like pineapples because they're my favorite, and cantaloupe, orange ones and green ones.
Okay. Is that it? Is all you want to talk about?
How about let me think apples.
Okay.
So what is this?
It's my microphone. Oh, stop.
What kind of microphone?
A fancy microphone.
Why did you get it?
So I can record audio, so you can listen to me.
Can I try it?
You want to try? Is that a little better? Okay, don't touch, remember, just look. Okay, so what do you want to talk about?
Apples.
Okay, talk about apples.
I might eat them.
Why do we eat them?
Because they're yummy.
Okay. Is that all you want to talk about? Okay, now go. Cade, what do you think about watermelon?
And bananas? I eat bananas and watermelons.
Yeah, what else do you eat? What kind of other fruit?
Can I play your colorful tablet?
Maybe later. I guess that's all Cade can focus for today, so that's all he gets in here for today.
Who's Jack?
That was my brother Cade, so Kelly, this one was for you. It's good to include your younger brothers, siblings, cousins, nephews if you're not like Sierra, which is kind of crazy for me. Imagine being an uncle or aunt at this age. I bet you're a great aunt. It's just it's just weird for me. Imagine I'm an uncle aunt already. I mean, good for you though, proud of you. And then, so yeah, that was my brother Cade. When he said the colorful tablet, I think he was referring to my Nintendo Switch. I'm not 100% sure. And the thing is, it is important to include them because, I teach them, in the beginning when I said, look, remember, he really put the face on my pop filter, which gets rid of the P's and B's and all those. It's not as, it's more enunciation, if you will, kind of thing. So, he had his face in it, and I told him, we look. So then he backed up, you know what I mean? Teaching him like that, you know what I mean? And it's good to include, and I feel like it's fun to do that, and it's, I like my brother. I like all my brothers and siblings, and it's just good to then include them, and I feel like that's a fun little clip for you guys too. So thank you. That was my brother Cade. He is 3 years old now, I believe I can count correctly. Some of these clips were recorded earlier in the day. Not that my brother's still awake at 10 o'clock, with me chilling, which I think would be fun. But it's just that I had to drop off things at my grandfather's house, like groceries, because we're helping folk like that. So that's why. And, I ate supper. My mom got home late. So that's why this episode's late. And I also did procrastinate this morning. And I was working on my homework as well, too. So yeah, that's why. Not that my brother is staying up at 10 o'clock. So I just wanted to clarify that. This fruit is for Bryn because it is her birthday, as I already stated today. And I asked her what her favorite fruit was. I think I kind of caught her off guard, and I do that with folks because I am kind of special. And she was like, raspberries. And I'm like, oh, that's a good one. I didn't say that, but yeah, raspberries are good. Super. Like, I like them in the little plastic things that all fruit, I guess, really comes with. Really good. Wash your fruit, though. Get those pesticides or whatever off, especially on like grapes and apples. I really feel them. And the next one is blueberries. I love blueberry. Blueberries are good. I just don't like the tart ones. The tart ones aren't as good, or and if it's fruit, I want it to be sweet. Like I don't really like tart things unless in fruit form. I'm saying and sour fruit's okay, but I do like sour. I just prefer more sweeter fruit, personally speaking. Blackberries also good, but this one though, if they're like you're eating a handful like one does, and then you accidentally get a bitter one, it just ruins the whole thing. It's just like not a huge fan of strawberries. Oh, strawberries are really good. We used to pick them a way long time ago with my family, and then one of the places shut down, so we had to find a different one, and then we gone to that one for a few times, and now that well, now we can obviously pick them, but we haven't picked them in years, which is a real bummer. And the thing is, though, for 4th of July, my mom makes a great pie that she found off the internet, recipes off the internet, things we do here, raspberry, blueberry, blackberry, strawberry, all in a pie, like separately, like there's red filling and then a blue filling. I forget which is sweeter, but super good. I love that pie. My mom makes it every 4th of July since she found that recipe, and I'm like, thanks, Mom. And then the next one, watermelon. Watermelon is my favorite fruit by far. My grandpa Greg, one I mentioned in the previous episode, he grows in his garden every year, but sadly it doesn't ripen the best. It gets pink, it has pretty good flavor, but it doesn't get to that full potential, which is a real shame. Bananas, banana splits, banana shakes, banana peanut butter jelly sandwiches, peanut butter and jelly, and then put banana on there. Oh man, that's so good. Super, love them. Best thing. Honestly, if you're like, oh, this peanut butter and jelly is boring, then just smack some banana or other fruit. I'm not really that way either. Apples are really good, and I can't, applesauce is awesome sauce, and I see what I did there. And also, I like to put peanut butter on apples. And also, my favorite apples are the red ones, so like the Honeycrisp, those type of deals. Then it's like the yellow, which is I don't know my types. Granny Smith are good. I normally would make them with a pie, sometimes depending. And apple pie is honestly one of the best pies. Where you put in like caramel with it and like a type of dealio drizzle on top, which is kind of like a caramel drizzle too. Oh, that's super good. Then cherries. Cherries are good. I like them. Take out the pits because most normal people do, and from what I'm aware, so that's good. That I really like cherries too. And I almost forgot, and I'm like, wait a minute, I could not mention the almighty kitty cocktail. More of a northern Wisconsin, up north there, hey, Minnesotan, Yooper speaking. Yeah, I couldn't forget that. Who gets a kitty cocktail or Shirley Temple for those weird folks? And who doesn't put cherries? Like, let me know. Honestly, I'm gonna put one of those voting thingies, whatever. Like, I want to know if people actually don't put cherries in a kitty cocktail, or here's another thing: cherry juice or grenadine. Personally, I'm a cherry juice person because grenadine, too fake, sugary kind of vibe. Cherry juice, kind of more natural. So let me know your opinion, and I'll put like one of them voting things in the video somehow, and on Instagram. I don't know if I can do that on Facebook, but hey, check me out on those two, I guess. So that's it for cherries. Pears. Okay, let me get a drink of water. Pears are really good. My great grandma has a pear tree, and that it is tasty, very tasty. We like to pick from them to get the right amount. You know, you can also make pear sauce, which is kind of like applesauce. This one's for Mrs. Strinkwine out there. She's listening. A is always for applesauce, but pear sauce could be for P, which is Next on the list, pineapple. Once again, starts with the P. Pineapples, really good when they're sweet, once again, and they're kind of hard to cut. I haven't cut myself personally, but it gets tricky sometimes, I'll be honest. I've gotten better over the years. Mangoes. I really don't, they're okay. They have to be like, I cannot just eat a mango. Like, you know, some people bite apples as normal people would. I can't bite mangoes like that. So, but I like them in the fruit cups with the cherries. Those are my little specialty I like to do. Oranges. Oranges. Cuties, for example. Big oranges. All good oranges. Orange juice is the bomb. Apple juice is the bomb. Grapes. Grape juice is the bomb. Grapes are good. Red grapes, white grapes. I don't have any favorite. I don't pick favorites. So, well, I mean, today's episode is dedicated to Friday and favorites, but this is a different story. Next, this is the last fruit of today's episode. Plums. My grandpa used to have plum trees as well. Sadly, they died of some disease that not grew black fungus, but it was something black that killed it, and he wouldn't replant them, and I was really sad about that, and that, you know, nothing we can really do. So with that, into the outro. There's a lot more I could talk about for fruit, like tomatoes, because tomatoes are technically a fruit. I'm kidding, guys. I wouldn't do that for you. But that's all I have time for today. It's almost 10:30 now, so let's keep her moving. So please like, share, subscribe, comment down below on my social media at Knows Nonsense. I'm on Anchor, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. Heck, send an email if you want with questions, comments, and concerns in any form. Also, please, so I'm gonna put that cherry type thing throughout the video probably, or at least somewhere in there. So I want you to comment on this YouTube video, on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. Let me know, are you a cherry person? Are you a kitty cocktail person? Cherry juice or grenadine? Please let me know. Tell your folks I say hi. Take care. Oh, before I forget. And please check out tomorrow's episode 7, Story Saturday, John Stabbed Me story. I'm really excited for that one. I'm going to really show off my ability, and I'm going to try really hard to improve on it. This is going to be one of the best stories I personally have, so I'm going to work really hard on it. Also, I'm going to get John All, the man who saved my life, I'm going to tell him what I remember going down. I'm going to see what he says, so I get the 100% the truth, nothing but the truth. So with that, take care. Goodbye.